Michael Callahan limped off the field after making that play.
And it does. I think we're back live. We should be back live. After the difficulties, are we?
Some updates out of Kansas City. Fort Osage is leading Green Valley 21-13, and Oak Park is leading Tonka 27-7.
Okay, 27-7 in that one. We are back. Beal over the middle, and they'll do the same thing. This time he'll bust it outside. Stays moving past the original line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up second down at about 9.
Tackle made by Nolan Kuchnicki.
And another flag comes in.
Offsides called on the Mustangs.
Offsides on the Mustangs. It'll make it second down and even shorter. And we apologize. Heat still giving the Tech a little bit of an issue here. We will supercut the re-air and the original air back together. That'll be available in full sometime tomorrow morning. The handoff goes up the middle. It's good for a first down. Pushed to the 39-yard line.
That'll be good enough for another Lancer.
Ball's at the 40-yard line now. The Lancers mounting a good drive here to start the second half.
Tackle made by Zorian Smallwood.
Quick throw on the RPO. Caught outside, but wrapped up quickly.
It looks like they're going to keep bringing the rush.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nolden on the tackle.
Tackle made by Doris Nolden.
Back to throw. Beal steps up, fires over the middle, and it's long. Just overthrew his wide receiver. Washington was the intended receiver.
Seemed like kind of a protect me throw.
Yeah,
just get it
out of there throw. Third down and 9.
Bring the pressure.
Brings the pressure. He shakes it off. Steps up, fires over the middle. It's tipped, almost intercepted. And that'll end the drive.
Way to step up in the pocket right there.
33-7, Oak Park now leads. We'll have a quick personnel change.
Low snap.
Low snap. Punt not as good as we've seen. That ball will take a bounce to the 20-yard line.
Ball down at the 20-yard line.
'22 got up like he was looking like he was going to get a flag called.
Yeah. Blair Oaks leading Maryville 27-14. Lee Summit leading Blue Springs South 20-6. Cameron leading Lincoln Prep 14-0. Warrensburg over to Capital City 23-15. No big surprises. 21-6 Park Hill over Battle. East Buchanan up 41-0 on South Harrison. And it'll be first down. Thornberry in the gun. Fumbles the snap, so he'll take it himself. It's right up the gut. He'll lose 2. And it'll be a long second down.
Tackle made by
Calderon on the stop there. He was the first to contact.
Really good game going on in Kearney and Black County.
Handoff goes to Jackson. He's able to bounce it upfield. He'll pick up a couple.
Justin Jackson on the carry.
Injury on the field.
Yep, there's somebody down on the field. And we'll take a break. Got to get everything loose again after a long halftime. Got to make sure that everybody stays hydrated and stays loose.
2 injuries on that play. 58 also came out on his own power. Looks like to be a cramp.
Looks like it's just a cramp for Vigi. Vigi was lights out in that first half, too. We'll hope he can return to play. He's a big piece of that Lafayette defense. Now Oak Park leads 39-7 over Winnetonka. Thornberry in the gun. Looking to throw, steps back off his back foot, and he threw it into no man's land.
Having 2 quick mechanics there like he did the first.
And he was looking for Bonnet, couldn't quite find him.
Park Hill scores, and they lead 21-6 over Battle.
7-7. Still in this one, 7:45 to play in the third. It's a 4th down and 3. See the punt unit come out. Jake Miller once again.
Battle of who's the better punter today.
Yeah, no kidding. It's been a defensive game. And that one, well out of bounds. It will take a bit of a bounce and roll out at around the 45. 47, 48-yard line. Good opportunity here for Lafayette to get on the board. They scored first on a meticulous drive, and then a couple drives later, Marquette got them right back. We've been deadlocked since. Both units going 3 and out to start the half.
Let's hear it for our Lancer cheerleaders.
It doesn't look like there's been much of an adjustment to pick up those blitzes.
We've yet to see a big one. Beals, the adjustment for Lafayette looked like it was Beal is just going to be more athletic. And he has. He stepped up in the pocket and made throws. This one, a rush up the gut, and it is contained very, very well. Davis only able to get a couple feet.
Tackle made by Doris Nolan.
Make it 2nd down and 9. Back to throw, steps up, fires. Over the middle, finds, looks like it was Zay Jones. Yeah, he finally was able to find Zay Jones over the middle. No flag, and this time, first down for the Lancers.
That tackle was made by Brendan Kerwan.
And they were looking to move fast. They'll option Jones out right, back to throw. Looks into the flat and missed his target wide. He was looking for Michael Callahan.
Pass is incomplete.
.6:45 to play. Still deadlocked at 7. Back to throw. Rolls to his right. Feels the pressure, and he's sacked. A big-time sack.
Alex Beal with the quarterback keep.
Beal unable to avoid Max Scott. And just like that, it's a third down and nearly 20. Actually, third down and 20 on the exact. If one of these teams is to figure it out on third down and 20, it's Lafayette. The coaching staff trying to fire up the student section for Marquette. Beal back to throw. Pressure able to get through. And is he able to get it out of bounds? He is.
Pass is incomplete.
That'll make it fourth down and 20. It'll go right back to Marquette. The defensives have told the story in this game so far. No shot they stay on the field here. Nope. Okay. It's like 4th and 20. I was like, they didn't go for it on 4th and 3 in the first half. Liberty North leading Lee Summit North 3-0. It's the marquee game in Missouri tonight, number 1 and number 2 in the state. Good snap. He'll punt it from the 45. A high arcing punt. It'll be fielded and immediately blown up. Good job to hold on to the football, but it's fielded at the 14, and that's where Marquette will take over. Great punt coverage.
Tackle made by Khalil Roberts.
Khalil Roberts was the first to contact. He blew that up from the start. Great punt coverage. Gives Marquette possession at the 14. Still deadlocked at 7.
As a coach on that play, do you tell your player to fair catch that? Just in case?
I think you let the ball bounce. I don't even think that's a situation where you catch the football. Well, you also do want to give yourself the best opportunity. I would have fair caught it. If I was going to catch it, I would have fair caught it. Park Hill South ties it up against Rockbridge 10-10.
That's a good game going on.
Rockhurst over Ray-Pec 21-0. Looks like a great pick from us in that one. Smithville over Raytown 28-0.
I was questioned about that pick.
Center over Lafayette 6-0. And SMA over SCA 14-0. Pius cruising past Pembroke Hill 41-6 at half. Blue Springs up 17-7 on Staley in the early second. Thornberry.
Bring pressure.
Yeah, they'll bring pressure. The handoff goes to Jackson. He's able to lower the shoulder, bounce for a few more.
At this point, I shouldn't even say bring pressure because
it's every play. There's both teams loading the box.
Alex Beal.
At this point in the game, you see that both teams, they're only able to run the ball.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
why not blitz?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know it's coming. The game plan's been pretty well established.
Shows pressure. They're going to blitz.
It's going to be the first team to make a mistake likely loses this game. Quick throw, screen. Picks up well on the near side. And actually, you lose a yard, Anderson. Great coverage. I mean,
tackle made by Nathan Hutchinson.
Hutchinson blew that play. He read it like a book. Was able to avoid the block, and it brings up another third down with 4:41 and rolling. The handoff, and it's broken up immediately. In the backfield, Calderon. And he single-handedly may have ended this drive. Kirkwood trails DeSchmidt at halftime, 11-7. .350 to play now for fourth down. Miller back to punt.
Low snap.
Handled, and it's a good punt. It'll be fielded at the 42 by Jones. Jones cuts it upfield. Is he able to make a play? Stiff arms a man and is up to the 44-yard line.
Is that the fifth helmet to come off tonight?
It was a pretty vicious stiff arm. And in plus territory starts Lafayette. And Liberty takes the 7-0 lead over Lee Summit West with 4:52 to play in the second quarter in Kansas City.
Going back to that Ray Peck Rockhurst game, I picked
Ray Peck.
It's looking good.
No, Rockhurst is up 21-0.
Hey, they'll come back.
You're betting on the comeback. Okay, I like it.
I've seen better comebacks.
Yeah, we've seen some nuts level comebacks
involving Ray Peck.
Yeah. Beal takes the snap. He has time, but now he has to roll to his right. And he's able to find Davis over the middle, inside the 25, down near the 20-yard line. Finds Zay Jones. Lancers pick up the first, and they're rolling. A quick start to the drive. They've had a couple of those so far tonight. They've only been able to punch it in once. Now under 3.5 to play. Lafayette marching. The handoff up the middle and stuffed. The run game has not been great for either team. Leandre Davis that time only able to pick up about 3 yards, bring up a long 2nd and 7.
Tackle made by Max Scott.
Beal and was looking for the jump. Didn't get it. In the gun. The quick throw on the RPO. Receiver wasn't looking for it. And a late flag comes out.
But there's a flag on the play.
What's the call? Pass interference on the defense.
Pass interference called on the Mustangs.
Interesting. It'll be an automatic first down.
With that penalty, that'll be good enough for another Lancer.
And that penalty is very, very costly. Ball now at the 10. They will not call it goal to go. It will be 1st and 10 from the 10.5. Beal in the gun. Back to pass. Had a man on his right side. Improvising, throwing back of the end zone. It was almost caught and then almost picked off at the end. And this has been a quarter of Jack Beal just improvising on the run. He's had to roll to his right and make a couple plays. That time, able to stifle it is Marquette. 2:43 to play. Second down and 10. The snap, the handoff, up the gut, breaks it off. He's down inside the 5. Davis inside the 5. And CBC defeats Carmel of Indiana 55-28. That one is a final. The number 2 team, Metro Sports Mocan Top 25, is 1-0 on the year. Beal.
Rolls out.
Bootleg to his right, looking for the middle of the field. He won't get it off. Are they going to call that a fumble or an incompletion?
Jack Beal on the quarterback keep.
They didn't blow until after the ball was released. I think they're going to give it.
Incompletion. Fumble. Incompletion. I mean, regardless, yes, Landon, you are correct. Regardless, the clock shouldn't be running, but it is. They'll attempt a field goal. Yep, ruling on the field was a fumble. Good snap, good hold, and it sneaks through. Lafayette 10-7 late in the third quarter. And this game has been tied since the first, and now all of a sudden it's a little bit more interesting. Lancers lead 10-7. Marquette now to answer. They've been in the position all night, and now they've got to come up with 1:20 left in the third. We have one more quarter to play.
And Raising Cane's in Ellisville. This is brought to you by the Jimmy John's in Ellisville Press Box.
Yeah, right, I saw that. They just lined up on the wrong side of the football field. In the KCI conference in Kansas City, we've got the following second quarter and halftime scores. Polo over West Platte 14-0. Oak Grove over Lawson 27-0. North Platte over Gallatin 8-6. Mid Buchanan over Midway 36-13. East Buchanan over Bethany 41-0. And Higginsville over Penny 14-0. Lancers to kick. It's a line drive kick. It'll be fielded about the 14. Brought up, bounced out to the outside, and he is running backwards. He's down inside the 9, and there is no chance the coaching staff is happy with that. Darian Nolden, the sophomore, tried to improvise and made a play. He backtracked all the way from near the 20 inside the 10, and that's where the drive will begin for Marquette.
That one's going to hurt on film Monday.
Yeah. There's going to be a grilling in the film room about that one, especially if Marquette isn't able to make do with this drive. 1st and 10 from the 10. Thornberry in the gun. Jackson on the carry. He'll lose 2.
You said not so long ago that the first mistake could be the one that loses the game.
And
that could be the one.
And yeah, I mean, they're in a precarious spot now. The clock ticks under a minute to play in the third. And at the half, Kearney leads Platte County 3-0. Second down and long. 30 seconds to play. Back to throw. Thornberry throws the knuckleball, and it just overthrew his man. Deshaun Anderson was about a half yard behind it. Great coverage on that play.
Jack Preckle on the coverage.
By Jack Preckle. His brother Robbie would have been a big addition to this game, but he's sidelined tonight with injury. 24 seconds to play. Marquette. Thornberry takes the snap. He's back to throw. Has time. Looks over the middle. Finds his man. And he's past the first down marker.
That's the first time, it seems like, all game that
he's had time.
He did not get pressured.
McLemore finds it over the middle.
Tackle made by Monty Turner.
Monty Turner on the tackle, but not before. Marquette is able to pick up a much-needed first down in a pure passing situation.
And that has to give him a sense of relief that he knows that he can.
He's got to get into a flow, and it's got to come soon. Will they get a snap off in the third quarter? No, they won't.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And as we end the third quarter, the Lancers lead 10-7. We've got one more, potentially even more, football to be played here from Lafayette. We'll take a break and be right back with you here on Metro Sports MoKan. And we're back for what could be the final quarter of play. We're in such a tight ball game. We could potentially get some free football here from Lafayette, but as of now, it's 10-7. The Lancers lead Marquette. Thank you for joining us tonight here on Metro Sports MoKan. We apologize about any delays you may have had. It's been a crazy night with the weather. And a stoppage of play before we get started in the second quarter. Play clock's been down they haven't had a play clock in the second half. It's been kept on the field. And now we're rolling it. Back to throw, underneath, found him. Kosman, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Pass complete to Cam Koosman. 33? Yep. Tackle made by Nathan Hutchinson.
Hutchinson able to make the tackle just past the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up second down and 10. In the gun is Thornberry. Back to pass. He'll roll.
That's time.
And he decides that he's just going to take it himself. He'll slide.
Late hit.
And a late hit. Oohs and ahs from the crowd, but that is quite literally the textbook definition of that flag. You've got to try to get out. the quarterback has a right to give himself up. Went down, got hit. I would be very surprised if they decide to pull this flag. I think there's a block in the back, maybe, that's been called. Yeah,
offsetting.
Called offsetting penalties.
Block in the back called on the Mustangs. Personal foul called on the Lancers. Those penalties will offset.
33-14, Blair Oaks leading Maryville at half. 10-7, Liberty North now leading Lee Summit North in Kansas City. Same score. They're in the second quarter. We're in the fourth. 11-16 to play. Back to throw, has time, looks, fires on the corner route, or the out route. And Anderson able to make the catch up by the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Tackle made by Nathan Hutchinson.
Blue Springs leading Staley 20-14 at the half. Thornberry now. Jackson on the carry. He bounces it out. Jackson has room. Past the 50. Down to the 40. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. No flags.
That was a good block. He turned around and he got him on the front end.
Block in the back call on the Mustangs.
And there's a player that took his helmet off on the field. He chucked his helmet off on the field.
He will be removed from the game, and I know that coach is not happy.
Nothing has been normal about this entire game. And they will walk that play all the way back.
I really don't think that there was a block in the back there.
We'd like to thank a few of
Or was it called further back from the field?
Wow. Look at where the block in the back was called.
Yeah, no, if that's a block in the back called back here, it had to happen back here. That one was not a block in the back.
Yeah. All right, we're looking to the white cap, and here comes the call. Holding on the offense. Personal foul. Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Holding called on the Mustangs. Personal foul called on the Lancers. Those penalties will offset.
It'll be 3rd down and 1 again. That is nuts.
Yeah, that was never a block in the back, so that clears it up right there.
Holding offense.
Personal foul called over here. Well, he didn't say they're offset, but whatever. It doesn't look like we're going anywhere.
I don't think those are offsetting.
Okay, well, they walked it back.
Just kidding.
What? This is an officiating masterclass. Okay, now they're walking it back. It'll be a 1st down.
Those penalties will not offset.
It looks like they enforced one, and then they enforced the other one.
So it's just a 5-yard penalty?
So it's a 5-yard net gain for Marquette. Oh, because they're calling the penalty on Lafayette a dead ball penalty. So it occurred after the ball was dead, which is why the chains moved. Okay, Thornberry. Gosh, this is confusing. And there will be a false start called.
False start called on the Mustangs.
It'll make it 1st and 15. So really we got nowhere. And this whole situation, the ball ended up in the same place.
I don't think you see that player come back onto the field either.
Yeah, I really don't think he will either. I would be shocked. Can't even find him on the sideline right now. Okay. Handoff, Jackson again, up the middle. This one will only get about 2 yards. As opposed to the, oh, he's right back on the field.
Alex Hoffman.
Wow.
I'm still putting that on the highlight reel.
The whole complexion of this drive changed. It seems like the energy has been sucked out of the Marquette side. Play action. Rolling to his left.
Pressure.
In hot pursuit. Pressure. He's able to get it out as he outside of the tackle box.
Passing complete.
Yes. And another ref down.
Third ref down. We've had 3 refs down.
Goodness
6
gracious.
helmets off. 7 helmets off.
This is a game of the weird statistic. Every big play's been called back, but it'll be 3rd down and 14. Here we go. Third and 14. Thornberry, a pure passing situation. He rolls to his left. He's looking, he's firing at the sticks, past the line to gain, and it's caught by James McLemore.
Thornberry's pass is complete to James McLemore.
And a big-time upset happening in Kansas City as Fort Osage leads Grain Valley 28-13. Grain Valley came into this week ranked the #1 team in Missouri Class 5. They're down 15 to Fort Osage. (10-7) ball game.
From what we're hearing, they're going to have to figure out that O-line situation.
I mean, yeah, I think that's really the only thing the only hole that team has is that. But does it tell you that Fort Osage is not the thing about Fort O? The conception is that they lost so many of their skill players that it was going to be hard for them to build the team that they've had the last couple of years. And it'll be 1st down from the 48. Jackson on the carry. He rumbles up, picks up a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Lafayette has done a great job at stifling the rushing attack.
Tackle made by Alex Hoffman.
Under 10 to play in this one.
Showing pressure again.
Low snap. Was his knee on the ground when he fielded it? It looks like it was. And that'll turn 2nd and 9 to 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14. Well, they blew it dead, so he has to be down there.
Ball down in the backfield.
Thornberry. Big 3rd down play.
Silent count. They tried to get him to
Yeah,
jump
tried
off.
to get him to jump off sides.
Nearly worked. New call comes in.
Motion man is Jackson, and a false start. And we said whoever makes the least mistakes will likely win this ball game. And Aaron Beener with a big one there.
False start called on the Mustangs.
The silent count hurt their own
Right.
team, and that happens.
8:51 now, and 3rd and 18. is this a situation where you see Lafayette not blitz, but also in the same time, every time they've not blitzed and he's had time in the pocket, he's made a pretty good throw.
You have to think it's a pass, so you're going to blitz.
And the pass is wide of the mark. 4th down and 18. They were able to get good pressure while also dropping 5 into coverage.
Hutchinson on the coverage.
And now 8:47 to play. It'll require a stop. The punt is up and away. A good punt. Another really good punt.
A good punt and a good flop by the punter.
Yeah. Lancers will take over at the 10. If they score here, this game starts to be in an interesting predicament for Marquette. They need a big-time stop. We thank you for joining us here on the inaugural game of the week of the 2023 season. We'll be back with you next Thursday in Kansas City for Olathe Northwest versus Bishop Miege volleyball on the 31st, and then the next day, St. James Academy and Blue Valley West.
That'll be a great game. I wish I could join you guys.
I know.
There.
I'm coming back for that one. I'm excited.
I'll be in Savannah to watch Savannah versus East Buchanan.
Okay. Liberty North for Landon. A bunch of fun games and a big-time defensive stop. The Marquette defense was going to have to step up, and on first down they do. Davis unable to get anywhere, and Fitzmaurice makes another big defensive play.
Ryan Fitzmaurice on the tackle.
Back to throw. In his own end zone, rolling out right, making a throw over the middle of the field, and it's intercepted.
Momentum just
Beal.
switched.
And the momentum, just like that, flips. Silence on the Lafayette sideline, and Marquette is right back into this one. Beal, feeling the pressure of the Marquette defense and of his own end zone, lofted one up into no man's land. And the interception gives Marquette the ball at the 29-yard line.
This makes it really interesting.
It makes it really interesting because Jake Miller might be able to knock one through from 50. So, I mean, we saw him warm up, and we've also seen him throughout the course of this game. If this game comes down to a kick by Miller, we might be playing overtime football, but we're going to see what happens here. Throneberry, whose name I regrettingly have mispronounced for the entirety of tonight's contest. In the gun, Throneberry, I apologize. All of his family that might be watching. Throneberry, hands off. Jackson up the middle. He breaks through. The first down at the 15-yard line.
They're in an interesting spot right now because if they score, they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. There'll just be rush if they can get a stop on the next drive.
First down from the 16, the handoff. Jackson lowers the shoulder. He only picks up 4. He's down to just about the 12. And Hickman and North Kansas City tied up north at 14.
Tackle made by Andrew Weir.
.7:02 to play. Marquette knocking on the door for the first time in the second half. Throneberry in the gun. Man in motion, showing blitz. And flags will find the field.
False start called on the Mustangs.
False start on the Mustangs. We'll back it up to about 2nd and 12. I mean, in this situation, all you can't do is turn the ball over. Obviously, you're not playing for the tie, but in a situation where it's trying to force a play, they have some trust in Jake Miller's leg. 2nd and 12. After the false start, 6:46 to play.
If I'm Marquette, I'm going to run the ball every time here.
Back to throw. Throneberry steps up. He's got a lot of room on his left side. Has to bait one man. And a great open field tackle. Seriously, a touchdown-saving opening field tackle. And Preckle able to make the carry. And an update from North Kansas City. Herb Bass has ran back his second kickoff of the night. 6:11 to play. It is 3rd down and 8.
Brings pressure.
Hand off to Jackson. Up the gut. Is he there? He's close to the line to gain. No signal from the officials yet.
Tackle made by Andrew Weir.
Weir saves potentially the first down. Are they going to bring the sticks out? I mean, it's about a yard short. Healthily short. This is the biggest play of the night. 5:30 to play, and it's 4th down and 1 nearing the goal line. Throneberry, the biggest play of his career. He takes the snap, hands it off to Jackson. Jackson up the middle. Does he have it? It appears that he does. No signal. First down.
Tackle made by Tristan Clark.
The comeback begins for Grain Valley. They now trail just 28-20. 5:14 and rolling to play. Ball inside the 5. It's whistled dead.
Going back to that,
It looks like they're getting a different football. Yeah, continue, Tyler.
What a great addition Sal has been.
Sal Caldarella, yeah.
He fits that offensive scheme perfectly.
Throneberry hands off. Jackson bounces it to the outside, lowers his shoulder, slips and falls, and it's a loss of about a yard.
Tackle made by Drew Osterman.
The turf gets another one.
Yeah, right. The turf is taking some victims here tonight at Lafayette.
Turf, officials, and helmets. Story of today.
That's the headline for this game, by the way. 4:23 and rolling remaining in this game. Marquette milking the clock for all it's worth. They'll go 5 wide. Throneberry looking, firing, and he overshot his man. It'll be 3rd down and goal.
That is a bold play. Not being able to pass protect at all today, and they go
5 wide. That is an insane situation. 5 wide, 2nd and goal. Hey, I like it though. It's a call, man.
Caught them off guard.
Right. But still, I mean, besides Lafayette, Lafayette's defense looks strong. 10-7, 4:10 to play.
It's also the one time they didn't blitz.
Right. Hard count, not quite.
Relaying a new call.
3rd down and goal from the 6. 4 minutes.
You have to have a feeling it's a run right now, right?
Back to throw. Thrown Barry into the end zone. Lofted. Is it caught? Yes, it is. Touchdown, Marquette. And their first lead of the ball game. He threw it up to Tyree Bonnet. Bonnet made the catch, and it's 13-10 with 4:05 to play.
You have to look how big that interception is now.
The Whitecap touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Will it be enforced on the kickoff or the extra point? Now, here's the big situation. If you enforce it on the kickoff, yes, you get 15 yards on the kickoff. If you enforce it on the extra point, their kicker's got to make a 30-yard extra point now. But also, I mean, seeing their kicker play today, that might not be a huge issue. That's absolutely what they should do. I mean, what do you get in the situation where the ball is at the 50-yard line? It's just a guaranteed touchback. They're just
Contact called on the Mustangs. The penalty will be enforced for the extra point.
what's it? Yeah.
Just kidding. We're moving it back up. That's probably right. I don't know why you're saying it.
Yeah, we've changed our mind once again. So.
Seems to be a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. 13-10. Extra point to make it a touchdown of a ball game to tie or to. I mean, it's a win situation now.
A one-score lead.
Ball is up. Is it good? No good! No good! Miller! No good! 13-10 at Lafayette. The football gods give them a break. Lord. And right now, as we head into the halftime break, Lee Summit North leading Liberty North 14-10. The biggest game in Kansas City. And we've got a 13-10 ball game here from Lafayette.
I have a feeling the kicker is going to boot it on this one.
Yeah, right.
Let all that anger out.
And we'll go ahead and take a break as we near the kickoff in a 13-10 ball game. Be right back with you here on Metro Sports Mocan. And the kickoff will be from the 25-yard line. You kick it from the 40 in high school, so yeah, 25. And they've got a dangerous man returning the football back there. Zay Jones and Noah Bastian back to receive.
Green Valley's trying to come back in Kansas City.
Yeah, 26-28 right now, approaching an extra point situation. And this is a line drive kick. They're just going to kick it to whatever side he is not on. Taken up past the 30, up to the 35. He could break it off. He's up to the 47. Flags flying in.
Timothy Washington with the return.
Timothy Washington brings that one back to the 49. We look to the Whitecap for the call. Joplin leading 35-7 as we get that. And we'll move it back 10 yards after a holding penalty.
The score remained 26-28 in Green Valley. They did not get the 2
Did not pick up the 2 points, okay. And we'll continue to monitor that game.
like to thank a few more of our Renaissance sponsors.
3:56 to play. And I have the feeling it's about to become standing room only. Smithville wins 37-0 over Raytown. That one has gone final. .356 on the clock. Jack Beal in his junior year with a chance for a game-winning drive potentially. They need just a field goal after the missed extra point. They'll take 7. Lee Summit leading Blue Springs South 30-20 as they swing it into the flat. A good move towards the middle of the field. Keeps the momentum going for a gain of 3. Davis on the pitch and catch.
I think this is the latest times we've been getting half times.
We're at 10:05 p.m. halftime. It's going to be fun on the drive back reading that watching the finals come in.
We're going to get back at 2 a.m. and have
Oh,
a
buddy,
great
we are not
morning.
getting back at 2 a.m. We're getting closer. We're getting back in Kansas City closer to 5 than 2.
Hey, get our 2-hour nap and then head to volleyball.
Yeah, I might sleep in St. James parking lot. And what's the call? Stoppage as the ball was snapped. Honestly, I don't disagree very much from what they're saying, but back to pass. Beal looks to his right, fires, and it's intercepted again! Marquette, back-to-back interceptions. Glass on the interception. And the
Lafayette
Tide
sideline is stunned.
And we have now a developing situation. The 38-yard line. How early? Now it becomes on the Lafayette point of view is we have to get a 3-and-out stop and keep them out of field. I mean, you can let them take a field goal. You can't let them get in the end zone, and you want to take as little time off the clock as you can. So now, how early? They have all 3 of their timeouts. How early are they going to take those timeouts?
With how good that running back's been, you're gonna use him quite often this drive. You're gonna want to get that ball back.
And do they just straight up send the house? I mean,
It looks like they're going to.
yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 7 or 8 guys rush here.
There's no way they pass the ball.
Handoff. Jackson lowers his shoulder. He'll pick up 3.
Jackson on the carry. Tackle made by Andrew Weir.
And they're going to let the clock run.
You're gonna see a lot of that outside run. It's gonna take up more time.
And the even more interesting part is we do not have the play clock. It's being kept on the field.
So they're gonna do the outside run. It's gonna waste more time. And because they're blitzing up the middle.
Yeah.
So if you can break loose outside,
You just got to make sure you stay in bounds. And realistically, you stay out of the end zone. You want to waste as much time as you can. Jared McKinnon just, break down on the 1-yard line. I mean, Todd Gurley did that like 4 times in 1 year a couple years ago. The handoff goes to Jackson. He's met in the gap. He'll pick up a couple more. The clock ticks to 2:15. 2:17, and that is when the timeout will be called, it looks like.
those are the rushes you want. That's the rushes your coach is going to say. Get
Timeout called with 2:17 to play.
Get those 4-yard rushes every play. 4 yards. That's all you need every play.
3rd and 6. And so obviously in this 3rd down situation, if you're Marquette, do you pass the ball?
No.
No? You're betting a run. I think you might try to mix in a play action. But if Lafayette, I think you have 2 plays potentially that you can call here. It depends on what Lafayette shows. Because if they're going to show a blitz, Throneberry has not been confident enough in the pocket so far under pressure.
Now, I think that touchdown pass gives him confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But in the same realm, Platte County now leads Kearney 7-3 in the 3rd. Just into the studio. This is I think this is the bigger play than what could come on a fourth down. Here is this decides really a first down here might or realistically can end the football game. Throneberry. The handoff goes to Jackson. He's stopped. It's a fourth down.
Just short.
They'll stop the clock. It took off 6 seconds.
Tackle made by Alex Hoffman.
Hoffman makes the tackle, and it's fourth down.
Timeout Lancers.
We said the last play was the biggest play. That's been topped.
Hickman's trying to make a comeback against
21-20. Had some games that we didn't think were going to be close games, and then some games we thought were going to be really close, not be close games. But we've had our fair share of action here in week 1.
Do we have the Cardinal Ritter score?
706-3.
There's only 2 teams that we would bet
I think
against.
they play Saturday.
There's only 2 teams that we bet this year that will get 40-plus points every game. East Buchanan.
Cardinal Ritter.
And Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah.
And East Buchanan got theirs. They benched their starters in the third quarter.
Battle trailing Park Hill 38-6. It's 14-10 Lee Summit North over Liberty North at half. And that was the final of last year's game, wasn't it? 14-10. And 2:11 to play. The biggest play of the night. They choose not to kick the field goal. Will they give Lafayette a chance? The snap. Jackson stopped! Stopped! He stopped! 2:08 to play.
Tackle made by Brady Cobra.
Huge momentum boost right there for Lafayette.
And that changes the entire scope of this game. Jack Beal, 2 interceptions on his previous 2 drives. He's got one more chance to be the hero with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to play. They have just 1 timeout. He has to go, we'll call it 40 yards to get even borderline field goal range. We don't know what this kicker's range quite is, but you're going to want a chip shot field goal from inside the 20. So they need what seems like 50 yards at least. Can they come through? The Marquette defense has made a stand. The snap, Beal back to throw, looks, fires, complete. Only a gain of 4. They've got to get to the line quick. We're under 2 minutes to play.
Pass complete to Timothy Washington. Tackle made by Nick Miller.
Ball finally spotted with 1:46 to play. They've still got time. And it takes just 1 play. Beal back to throw. Pressure coming. He rolls to his right. He finds near the out-of-bounds line and incomplete. Looking for Matthew Conkey, or excuse me. Looking for Timothy Washington.
Pass incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Biggest drive of the night, and we thought we had a couple of those.
Yeah, right. Minute and 30 seconds even. And it all comes down to this. A big 3rd down play. They can pick it up in 2. The pressure coming. And a big-time sack.
Jack Beal on the quarterback feet. Tackle made by
Caleb Seifert makes the big-time sack back at the 30-yard line. And the final timeout called by Lafayette. We will take the timeout with them and be right back with you here in 60 on the Metro Sports MoCan Game of the Week. And as we join you now, Kearney leading Platte County 10-7.
Yeah.
Score into the booth.
Great game going on there.
And we will now focus here. The Marquette sideline erupting for the biggest play of the season so far. It is 4th down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Jack Beal leads the troops after have thrown 2 interceptions on back-to-back drives. He's got to make a big throw here.
You have to put the ball in his hands.
This is a if you can get it to Zay Jones, get it to Zay Jones situation. And a timeout now by Marquette. They don't like the look. And let's talk strategy. We left for the first time out. Let's talk a little bit about what we think we're going to see here. Obviously it's a pure passing situation, but on defensively, what do? You
have to run a man. I truly think you have to run a man. They've been beating zone all night. You have to run a man and hope your pass rush, which has been great tonight, keeps up that work. You can bring a blitz in, but that also takes away some from the top side, from the back side, the secondary. So you either go all out or trust your secondary.
And I mean, their secondary has made plays the last 2 drives. They have 2 interceptions.
So at this point, if you just put 3 to 4 rush, they've been blitzing really good.
And they've gotten pressure with 4 or 5. I think we're going to see them send 3 or 4.
Looks like they're
going to put 4 up on the line. It looks like 3 up on the line.
So they're going to trust their secondary.
They're just going to play the sticks. 4th and 10. Jack Beal.
Don't be surprised if you have a 4th blitzer from that linebacker in the middle. Looks like he'll blitz also.
Beal.
You're going to bring 5.
Back to pass.
Trust the
under pressure. Steps up. Fires. And it's tipped and incomplete. Not intercepted, but that all but seals it.
And that, either way, it's good for them. Like, you're closer to your end zones.
But also in the same realm, being closer to your end zone, you don't want to score and even give a relative opportunity. So you have less room to work with. I mean, this is a kneel situation. I think a clock it, or not a clock it situation, but a get in victory formation situation. Lafayette took their last time out. That's it. This ball game is over. It's sealed.
Unless a miracle happens and they don't run victory formation, it's over.
There's no
and it
shot
looks like
they
they're
don't.
going to.
Yeah, they are in victory formation,
so
and just like that,
the game will be
13-10. And just like that, we are 1 snap away from this one being all over.
This was a fantastic game.
It was a fantastic game, a great opener in St. Louis.
The fans start to leave.
Yeah, the fans will begin to make their way out.
We will leave shortly here in about an hour and a half.
Right. We'll be out of here in an hour. But as it sits, Marquette walks into Lafayette, and they extend the streak. 5 in a row coming into tonight, now 6. Lafayette.
Thank you for everyone joining us tonight.
Unable to break the curse. Thank you to Lafayette out here in St. Louis for allowing us to cover this game tonight. It's been great to join you.
We hope everyone gets home safe tonight from the game.
And just like that, it is all over. Lafayette falls to 0-1 to number 25 Marquette, and the Marquette student section begins to go wild. It is all over. On behalf of the crew, Landon Hinkle, Brennan Kanabe, Tyler Taylor, and Gracie Curtis upstairs, as well as Tucker Shea on the field, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you next Thursday.